Having the wrong bacteria take up residence in the gut is a common feature of many health problems. It's called gut dysbiosis. Now, why are the good guys missing? Well, the first response is they never made it in. We have a very long list of lifestyle experiences that compromise our exposure to the good guys. Antibiotics and other medications, living in sterile environments, processed foods, C-sections, dishwashers, to name but a few. So the fix is often to send in the good guys one way or another. For many, this involves swallowing an expensive probiotic. I prefer more natural approaches because probiotics are not without issues. We do know that genes and diet determine your bacterial profile, and who is there is only partly determined by who arrives. In fact, arrivals are random. Who stays is controlled by who is already there, as well as by you. Now, the way that you control who stays and who goes is through body chemistry. The bacteria respond to chemical signals, so bad body chemistry begets bad bugs, not bad bugs begets bad body chemistry. Okay, this is not always true. Just ask anyone who has picked up a bad bug. Biology is always complicated. But the idea that bad body chemistry is behind dysbiosis rather than bad bugs is a subtle difference. But it's an important one because it gives us a whole new set of tools to tackle the dysbiosis. Join us for this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV as we take a look why gut dysbiosis can't be fixed by just sending in good bugs. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. Let me give you a concrete example taken from a recently published journal article. It's in diabetic mice. Now, these mice were diabetic thanks to a genetic problem, not diet. They and their normal cousins grew up on ordinary mouse chow in the same lab, but by 10 months, they were seriously overweight and considered diabetic. Aish, the problem with bad genes. Now, our team was interested in what was going on in the gut, but instead of taking a poop sample first thing in the morning, they camped out in the lab and collected poop samples all day and all night. They ended up with 6 poop samples taken at 4-hour intervals. So what did they find? Who was there fluctuated across time. Now, this in and of itself is not a big surprise. Conditions in the gut are different across the day and night. At night, when mice are out and about, food is dropping in and the gut residents take advantage, sharing in the spoils the mice have collected. During the day, when mice hit the sack, the supply above dries up, so gut residents make a plan. Now, for some bacteria, they simply lie low, upgrading their biology for the next round of feeding. Others, the plan is somewhat more proactive. They switch to host-generated molecules to munch on. Among their favorite dining delicacies is mucin, the protein that lines our gut. The surprise in diabetic mice, the pattern of who was around was different. Here you can see the patterns of all the bacterial species our team tracked. The red lines are the diabetic mice. The blue lines are the normal mice. Many of the bacteria showed a different pattern. Sometimes the oscillation was the same, but the overall numbers were different. Sometimes the oscillation was time shifted, that is, the peaks and troughs moved forward or backward by a few hours. Sometimes the oscillation just never happened, and sometimes the oscillation was completely back to front. These changes in bacterial profile will have knock-on effects on body chemistry. Good or bad? Well, it's hard to say. This research shows the gut residents are impacted by your body chemistry, and timing is everything. In the case of metabolic syndrome, insulin levels aren't oscillating. Insulin is high morning, noon, and night. That high at night, which is reflected as fasting hyperinsulinemia, is what characterizes the state of insulin resistance. Now, at this stage, exactly why insulin is high at night is unclear, but this is what you need to work at if you want to cultivate the right microflora and thus create better body chemistry and better health. Interested in discovering more ways to create better body chemistry or need a little help getting your body chemistry on track? Visit our website at www.betterbodychemistry.com. Browse our library or enroll in one of our courses or programs. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Know someone who's trying to fix gut dysbiosis. Share this video with them so they can take aim at fixing their gut timing. And if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you catch future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.